Hi everyone. I think I have some time that did not update about my progress. For my scene X, recently I have some of the updates in terms of my equipment, and if you did follow my video, I just managed to refine my talisman from +4 to +6, which eventually it will give me additional 80% of the attack speed, right? um, so right now my attack speed in total up by just having this talisman is giving me about 455 uh, plus 324. So 455 and 324 in total is about 779. So it's about 780%. Definitely it will help to improve my DPS in terms of the normal attack. So I also have did some tests on in terms of DPS, and I can see some improvement on that. It's close the gap or maybe exceed the gap of the DPS from the skill play. Right now you can see I managed to have more than 200k of the damage per normal attack to the nightmare. Right now we just go back to training ground and let's see. So yesterday I have left my original guild and joined to merge with a different guild together with my old guildmate, and we just had the last other world gate test on my damage, and I think I managed to get 200 million. I'm not sure how is it. Let's see how many digits that. Take example. So I have starting from a 2 digit, so it's about this is 4 million, 14 million, 400 million, and 2,400 million. So I think I have 2,000 million, or maybe it's equal to 2 billion of the damage. It'll be a little bit more than my skill play compared to the last one that I have. I have about 190 something or whatever, right? Let's check on the small size of the mini. Eventually, I think previously for the small size of the mini, I think with the skill play I got about 1.5 as well, or 1.4. Depend on whether I use the pad. Maybe I can try to use a pad together with it, and let's see what's the ultimate, the maximum that I could go for it. Right. At the same time, I also can show you about my current equipment and my current state with that. I managed to get my another weapon of the enchantment go up to 24 level in total as well. So you can see total 24. Then I could go. I'm right now I'm doing for the 2 accessory with the Izul enchantment. So previously I have only one weapon, but now I managed to get that, so I could switch to 2 accessory with the Izul enchantment. Let me show you. One is equally about 16% of the poison enhanced. Another one is about 6% of poison enhanced and level 6 of the bonus damage to large. I will try to make it into poison before I go to try for level up another 2 line over here, right? So in total right now my poison enhance, I think I have about 88% of it. So with additional 6%, I think it can easily over 95% of it. So my target is try to hit until 120, which is my personal target in the end of the goal, or maybe more than that, right? So after 1.5 minutes over, I can see my DPS on it is around 1.7. Yeah, so it's quite massive for a normal attack, and I feel it will continue to increase depend on my skill, right? As long as my ASPD continue to go up, I think the damage would be continue to go up further. As you can see, I don't have. I think the upcoming plan, what I need to do is to make my weapon refinement go up to get more P attack from here, right? Let's check on the last size of the MVP. So I think right now the gap between the small and the large should be almost similar, because one of my enchantment line is about 6%, so plus the enchantment tier 3 boost with the 30% boost, so 6% is equally to 7.8%. So it's already trying to close the gap between the small and large size, right? So but the rest of it depends on the penetration as well as the defense, as well as the dodge from the boss. As you can see, you can see some of the miss in the Maya, which means my hit is not high enough to make sure 100% of the 100% of the what the damage on it. So my DPS is like 1,300k of the DPS. But if I try to manage to change to other MVP, maybe Dagger, it was slightly lower in terms of its dodge, right? So I think I managed to get something higher from here. So let's see. Yeah, you can see right now it's about 1.4k, 1.4 million. Yeah, 1.4 million of DPS. It's quite massive compared to the previous build that I have, right? So in shadow equipment, definitely we will go to this one, the left and right hand mastery, which additionally give us 60% of the ASPD. So in the future, when I level out to shadow equipment 6, maybe I will try to level up this one as well to get additional to 20%. Although it shows 30%, but it's left and right, so total up is 60% over here. As well as a life steal that you can see 3.75, but equally is 7.5, right? So the next level, SE6 definitely is a massive boost for the normal attack build. Another thing is about the double attack trigger rate by increasing additional 14 and the damage additional 28%. So this is why I mentioned in earlier video that SE6 will be very important for the Sim X to change into the normal attack build, right? This one is trigger rate for whatever the trim blade piercing is trying to ignore the defense from the target. So this one will be very useful for us when we against with PvP. But for now, if we want, I can try to level out for this one, but I'm trying to save my Lumi weapon for the SE6, right? So not much changes in terms of other things, but the only changes is my weapon enchantment. I get into 24, then I'm doing the enchantment on the equal, and I can see quite a massive of the damage increase, right? And I can show you about the skill play. Just now is a 1.7 and 1.4 for Dragonfly as well as the Dagger. So if I change my loadout to the normal loadout that I use for the skill play, to have the same equipment but only different is the Talisman, where I try to transfer my state. I managed to get over more than 30% or more than 30k of AP attack right now. But somehow I found that the DPS does not really increase quite a lot. So I think in the future, when for the skill play, I need to change one of the accessory to the 50 level set of the accessory, which is something this one. So it's able to give me additional P pen and P damage. So I believe it will having the much more better in terms of the DPS. Let's test check on the one of the mini. Same thing in terms of the skill build, we still go for enchant, then follow with the Venom's blade and Venom knife to give additional 100% of physical damage. Then we follow with the 3 combo and boost to increase our physical damage based on our shadow equipment. Then follow with other soul destroyer, retro assault. Then Venom dark again to give one more layer of the poison stack. Then we follow one more Venom knife before we go for the Venom splash, right? Yep, so this is the combo that I always share in the past, right? But right now you can see my DPS for the small size, it's just about 1.5 something or 1.6. So compared to the normal attack just now, it's about 1.7. So which means with ASPD of the more than 780, I think, or more than 750, I think the gap already close, like what I mentioned in the past, right? And with the recent refinement successful on my Talisman, which give me additional 80%, it's definitely helped me a lot in terms of the DPS in normal attack. So for small size, definitely I think there's 150k of the differences after one and a half minute. So normal attack definitely gives me better output in terms of for the small size of the mini or boss. Right. Let's change to one MVP Dagger. So at least we can see the differences between skill play and normal attack. Just now it's about 1.4 for Dagger in normal attack. Yeah, so for initial damage value that we can see is about 1.3 to 1.4. So it's essentially it would be having the same output damage for in terms of large, or maybe slightly lower. So normal attack definitely have its advantage, but the only thing is if you against to the boss that have high dodge, like maybe Dagger, then not Dagger but Maya, like just now what you can see a lot of miss from there, so your DPS maybe a slightly lower. But for the skill play, definitely is a good thing is you will not having any miss. One thing that you need to take into the consideration is about my SE level. I will try to level up quite high level in my ambush. Over here there's one more level to be max, which will additional give there's about how many percent, I'm not really sure, but it's about maybe 0.6 times 2 times 4, maybe additional 2% or 2.5% from here, and another 2.5 from here as well. So skill play, if we manage to get to the maximum level in terms of ambush and random knife over here, maybe the damage will be same as a normal attack, right? But when I still lack of one level, definitely I can see the damage in terms of normal attack will be slightly higher. So if you are still at the lower level, and you are planning to play a normal attack build, probably you can save your looming weapon for your upcoming your normal attack build. As long as you have the equivalent ASPD, as well as something like my stat, right? So yeah, it's a 1.3 something. So definitely it's a slightly lower. So I think it's about my P attack, my penetration, and my P damage. Is the ratio is not that, it's not there. It's like my P attack is over, but it gives you a lesser impact on that. So one thing that I would suggest when you have this kind of the situation, you should change one of your weapon accessory for P attack and the P pen, right? Because my P attack will exceed 30k, right? So like what I mentioned in the past, when I exceed 30k of the P attack, what I should do is change it to the 50 level accessory. One of it will do, because we still need to maintain our high P attack as well. So I take this, convert to here. So right now my P attack dropped back to 28k, but somehow I got additional 12% of my final P damage, right? Yeah, I don't have the 6%, but let me for theory purpose, I try to dismantle one of my marine spear, just for testing purpose, to see to show you guys about the difference or the impact between the thing. So previously I did mention like P attack, P pen, and P damage percentage are very important for us in terms of the dual and dagger scene S, especially for the skill play. Even for the dagger play, these three items will be definitely one of the most important thing for us. Let's try in the Dragonfly first. The reason is because we need a lot of penetration to get back the things from the monster. So when we have a higher penetration, definitely we can deal more damage into it. So P attack definitely is one of the number that people will look from our state board. Yeah, 28k and 30k, or 30k maybe is better than 28k. But somehow it's not true for our case, because we are playing skill version. So penetration will definitely very important for us. There's a hidden state behind of our state board, right? So we don't really judge people from this figure only 28k or 40k. Probably my damage will exceed than those people will have a 35k of P attack, because I have a quite high of the P pen as well as the P damage. So right now my P damage percentage of 80%, and my total P pen is about 120. So I have about 75, nearly 76 over here, and plus 44 over here. So it's equivalent to 120%, and my P damage is about 80. Yeah, so I believe it will definitely give us a better output, right? So as you can see right here, it's nearly close up to 1.6 million of the DPS. It's still lower than the damage from the normal attack. So right now in my current situation, I think normal attack would be my goal to continue with that. I believe even so, I managed to refine my weapon level up to further. It will give it additional more than 10% of the P attack. Definitely will help me to boost up more DPS from that. So since I already managed to get all the +6 in accessories, so my next upcoming I'm trying to do in +6 for my both weapon. So if I manage to get +6 from my both weapon, there's about 35% of the P attack will be coming from here. So if 28k right now, plus 35%, which is 1/3 of my current state. So basically I can foresee it's about maybe 35k OP attack and above. So plus divide by 3 plus is about 9k, so will be 37k of the P attack if I manage to make my 2 gold weapons to that level, right? And as well as my enchantment level, I will try to level it up to all at least level 9 to give additional boost on that. Then the rest of the thing will be on my Izu enchantment. That's my current goal, right? Because enchant tier 3 right now will give me additional 30% of that. So if I manage to get 20% in total, like somehow like this is 16%. So if I manage to get up to 20 level in total, which will give me additional times 3 is 26% from one accessory. So if I manage to make it equally from both accessories, which can give an additional 52% of the poison and harm. So definitely will give me quite a massive of the damage in the future, right? But yeah, you can see, right, for this one I think the damage has been dropped to less than 1.3. so yeah, it's really I would say the normal attack right now will be much more better compared to the skill play with my current state. So when you guys have the ASPD more than 750%, so I would suggest you guys move it over to the normal attack build. Definitely will give you higher DPS. As you can see, just now I got 1.4 for Dagger, but over here I just got 1.3. While the small size things I got 1.7, and this one I just got 1.5 something. So it's like about 100k DPS differences. So when accumulate when we doing boss hunt, I think it's quite a big difference. It's about 10% of a big difference. So yep. So definitely when we go for SC6, it will definitely give us more of the advantage in terms of normal attack. Especially you can see right here, it can increase our damage effect by additional 28%, right? Yep, so this is the latest update from my end, and I hope you guys can learn something from my video. So I'm collecting for the enriched oidicon, as well as my Izu stone. So it definitely will take a lot of time for me to switch my enchantment to the better or ideal level of it. So definitely I think I will mainly focus on the enchantment, which at the same time I will try to smell the enriched oidicon for myself, because I just bought the breast stone for myself, so that I could prepare for refinement in the near future, right? Yeah, so this is really my hope. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and follow my channel. I will show you the in the weekly my weekly progress from time to time. Okay, thank you everyone, bye.